give everybody a chance to get on because I'm kind of having to do this a little backwards. See if anybody pops on. Apologize, folks, for all the different types of things that are going on. Chaos Adventures, thank you for jumping in. I appreciate it. I'm kind of having to do stuff out of the ordinary here because I had quite the week that I'll talk about here in a minute, see if some people can jump on. I'm one computer bit the dust and I'm trying to use my wife's old laptop to do this through my cell phone. So I'm doing the video through my cell phone and trying to keep up on the comments and stuff here on her laptop. So I apologize, folks, but I wasn't able to get a live out last week and announce the winner. So I wanted to make sure that I got something out this week. So I've been playing around with it. So I figured out how to do this with my phone and trying to use the laptop if it'll cooperate. The laptop is very old. Wacky Prepper, thank you for stopping in. Mike Green, thank you. You have to bear with me, this thing's slow. Rakamas, thank you for joining in. So I just we'll just let this play out here for a minute or so and see if some more people, I know I didn't announce anything. I wasn't sure I was going to be able to get this done and get a video out, but I wanted to get something out to announce the winner because that's a week late. And I know everybody is very curious on who won, and I have it written on the board right behind that piece of paper right there. Jan, how you doing? Thank you for joining in. Sorry this wasn't like pre-arranged or anything, but kind of having to wing some things on the fly here, if you know what I mean. I'll go into the discussion here in a minute. We'll see here. Yeah, we've only been on for 2.5 minutes. We'll give it a few more minutes and see if we get some more people to jump on. It's 57 in Indiana. Well, hey, that's it. That's above 32 degrees, so that's a beautiful thing. I think here in Florida right now, we're pushing, well, over here on the East Coast, it's 82, 83. I know in Central Florida, they're pushing like 88, close to record temperatures that are going on over there. The weather has just been totally insane. But I was able to break out my old desktop computer. I had to basically strip it down and take everything out of it just so it would run my editing program for my videos. Now, this past week, I only had the one video that came out on Monday because I had previously done that earlier before my computer crashed on me. And I sent that out. I had to send that back to the company. Luckily, I did buy the extended warranty with it, and they fixed it this week. They shipped it back out. I'm supposed to have it on Monday, hoping. So hopefully next week we can get back to the normal everyday thing. But I was able to shoot 3 videos, and those will be coming out this week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, to help kind of make up for a little bit of lost videos and stuff. I don't want everybody to think that, all of a sudden I disappeared and I forgot you all. I didn't. I was thinking about it the whole time. Actually, give me a little time to ponder some pretty good videos coming out this week. The one on Monday, I think everybody will enjoy. It's more prone to people that are kind of on the fence or a little bit leery of basically becoming a prepper and some of the reasons why. And I think everybody will find that quite interesting and hopefully helpful to get you over that hurdle to get you to start to prepare. Now, hopefully, a lot of people will, catch the replay of this video and take everything, from there and catch the video tomorrow. I think that's really going to help people really realize some things. Okay. Jan says it's 78 here in Northwest Georgia. Well, hey, that's comfortable weather. We're supposed to have the 80s today and tomorrow, and then we go back to the 70s and stuff. So it's kind of like it warmed up a little bit. Big high pressure moved over us. It warmed up, and then we're going to go back down to hopefully some normal temperatures a little while before this whole, summertime kicks in and it's 100 degrees every day. But, all right, so I'm just going to get going on this. What has taken place over the last couple weeks in my little life? We started having some internet issues. So we have Spectrum down here, and I'm not a big fan, but that's one of the ones we have to kind of stay with because of my wife's job. That's who their IPs and everything run through Spectrum, and that's the one they recommend. So we have kind of stuck with Spectrum. So I notified them in the middle of last week that we were having issues with the internet, Wi-Fi, and everything else. And they tried to give me some BS story about this, that, and the other. Well, I'm smarter than the average bear, if you want to put it that way, and kind of figured out what was kind of going on. So I ended up calling them on Saturday, and I told them that, look, I want a tech out here. This needs to be checked. I've done everything I can do, and I need somebody out here to take care of this. All right. I'm going to take these off for a minute because you guys can see the glare from the lights. Apologize for that. But anyways, because my whole room is all turned around. So so they came out and in the meantime, while that was going on, my computer decided to crap out on me. Froze right up. Hey, JT. I see JT just got in here. How you doing? And so my computer decided that it didn't want to work anymore. Froze right up. It wouldn't do anything. So I got on the phone with them and had to end up sending the computer back so to be fixed. So they did fix it this week, and I will have my computer back. It's scheduled to be delivered on Monday by FedEx. Fingers crossed. So in the meantime, in the middle of last week, somebody decided to hack our checking account. What a beautiful thing to do. So I took Thursday off from work, and we spent Thursday at the bank having to redo everything. And luckily, we don't keep all our eggs in one basket. So all they got was $30. Hope they spend that wisely. But I get the $30 back after, it'll take a week to 2 weeks, and we will get the $30 back. But a good point to say on that is that's one of the main reasons why you don't store all your eggs in one basket. No matter if it's your money, your preps, or anything else, there's always that one person that is looking to take it all away from you, if you kind of get what I'm saying. But you really don't realize how much stuff you have to go through and change. We don't write checks. And somehow or another, they got a hold of our checking account, which is just beyond me. But then again, I do know how the internet works. And if you got $29.95, I can find out anything I want about anybody. Anybody can. That's all you need. $30, you can find out whatever you want. But anyways, So we got that whole mess straightened out. Had to get all new debit cards. Had to notify everybody, how we pay our bills and everything. Like I said, we don't write checks. They told us to bring our old checks with us. It's just like, I don't even know where they are. You know, they're probably still packed in a box in one of the closets that we never unpacked. We've had the account for a very long time. So that's where that all went. We got that straightened out. So hopefully things are turning the corner here. Monday, I'm going to get my computer back, and hopefully they fixed it. They sent me a report and basically told me what they kind of did to the computer, and it's all fixed. Everything's working properly now. So let's hope and fingers crossed that that is the case. Now, we did have a giveaway that was supposed to be announced last week. But unfortunately, between the internet problems, my system crashing, and everything else, I wasn't able to do a live. I did put a comment out there, so hopefully maybe a lot of people did see that. And this way here, they could, get an idea what's going on. One of the big things was that, I don't know if anybody actually went back and read any of the comments on that particular video, which was the one on the Dust Bowl, the Great Dust Bowl. But there was a lot of great comments on there. I mean, some people really put some time. I mean, some of those comments were really long. I went through and I read them all, and then I use the same program that AP uses. Actually, he sent it to me, the link to the program to pick and choose the winners. So I don't have to sit there and try to pick, because there were so many great comments and stuff. I was very thankful. I mean, a lot of people, you really put some time into those comments. They were very lengthy. It wasn't just like, a great video, you got to, but today we're going to announce the winner, and plus the bonus gift that goes along with it. Okay, so you had to watch the video, and then you had to like the video and comment, which there was quite a few comments on that video. Like I said, very lengthy comments. So there wasn't just like they commented just to enter. They actually put some thought into their comments, which is really great. And, some of them are very helpful. Maybe give people some ideas. That's what we're all about, right? So the winner of the drawing for that video is Glenda McMaster. Now, I don't think she's on here right now, but she has been on quite a few of the live streams. So Glenda, if you would, let me move over here a little bit. Just email me your information, your name and your address where you want this shipped to. And you can email that to me to survivalpreparedness69@gmail.com. And it is on the site. And then once this video is done, I'll go back in and I'll put a link right in there on this video. And what Glenda did win was the 72-hour food kit from 4 Patriots Foods. Okay? So she won this, and the bonus gift was one of the Gearlight flashlights. So it's a really nice flashlight. I did a review on these. I think a lot of you probably already saw that review and everything. And so she wins. That's the bonus gift that goes along with the 72-hour food kit. And congratulations. Thank you for watching the videos. Thank you for supporting my channel. As I ask everybody, we're all a community. We're slowly growing. We're getting there. I've run into a few bumps in the road here, but we're going to get back on track. We're going to get things rolling again. I still have a video that I want to do on for when I hit 2,000 subscribers. So that's going to have to be you helping me get to that point. And I think everybody is really going to like that giveaway. There is going to be a lot of goodies in that giveaway. So, let me see if I can get this laptop to work and see who else is in here. Hey, Dan made it in. How you doing, Dan? I just talked to you this morning, didn't I? See, JT, Jen, Raka, Mike Green, Wacky Prepper, Chaos Adventures. Like I said, I'm using an old laptop, so I can see stuff pop up on my phone, and before it comes over here. So I have like a 5-second delay, if you get what I'm saying. But just so everybody does know, yes, today's video, I didn't have it scheduled or anything else. I just popped on. I figured a lot of people are going to end up re-watching the video and everything else, but I wanted to try to get this video out and announce the winner because we were a week late because of all the situation and everything else that was going in. Angela, hey, how you doing? Nice to see you pop in. Thank you. So, you know, we have a lot of things coming down the pike. I'm trying to get some stuff together, and once I get my computer back, I have to figure out, and I want to see if I can start drawing in maybe some guests and stuff. I know AP said he'd be willing to do it. I'm sure if I asked Survival Living, either I could go on his or he could come to mine. But I have to figure out exactly how to do that. I did reach out. AP told me to reach out to a couple of different people. I did send them some emails, but I haven't heard anything back yet. So I just have to figure out how I invite. I know I have to end up sending them a link or something, but I'd like to be able to do that. I know I can't go on to AP's channel because he has the bandwidth problem. So, but he was willing to come over to and be on my channel, and we could have hopefully a nice discussion and everything else. I'd like to get Survival Living too, and get him on, or I'll go on his, whichever he chooses. As far as I'm concerned, it's his choice. That's my two really main sites that I follow as much as I possibly can. Work has been very busy lately. It's almost like it's Christmas time again, and I just don't know where people are getting the money. But my main concern is what are people spending their money on? Is it just junk stuff, or are they buying stuff that might get them through a bad situation, if you know what I'm saying? And in one of my videos this week, I talk about that whole situation, especially with more than likely a lot of people at some point in time may be getting another stimulus check. So, and what maybe you should plan to do with that stimulus check instead of just blowing it, if you understand where I'm saying. But I don't want to give away the whole video. But like I did say, I will have 3 videos coming out this week to hopefully help make up for last week only having one on Monday, and that's all I had done before my system crashed. So that one was already loaded into YouTube. So the other videos they were pretty much, lost, So let me see if there's anything in the 2021, we're talking about going to the moon and Mars, but no broadband. Yep. Now, speaking of that, did anybody see? Okay, we all know Elon Musk. He's been putting all his satellites up there into space. All right. Now he wanted to have a global, communication where anybody in any country could come get on the internet, be part of society's social network. Well, they just rolled out this whole thing, and it's going to cost you $99. Now this is for the beta version, okay? Now he wants people to sign up and start testing this out because at this point he has enough satellites up there, one would think, since he shoots them off all the time, that he can set up the beta test for these satellites. All right. Now it's 99 bucks a month, and you have to buy the dish to connect to his satellites, and that's going to cost you another 500. And that's for a beta version. Now, I thought the whole thing of this when he first started this was is he wanted to get internet into all the undeveloped the countries. And how are these people going to pay for this kind of price? I mean, they're not going to be able to pay for this. What, in Africa and everywhere else? I mean, come on, you know? I just don't get it, you know? But that's today's society. There's a lot that I just don't get. All right, let me see if I can get, like I said, bear with me because there's a huge lag between, I can see stuff popping on my phone, but I can't read it because it's so small. So that's why I have this old laptop sitting over here. Let me see if I can get on here. Angela says, I'm spending 75% on preps researching a solar generator. Any suggestions? Well, a good solar generator, if you wanted to start with one, if it was a, say for beginning, I have a 300 watt battery bank, if you want to call it. It runs on solar. I have a solar panel, hook it right up. It's through rock piles. Amazon runs them on sale sometimes. Sometimes you can pick them up for under 300 bucks. You got to watch the sales. There are some that are, they can cost you quite a bit of money. You know, it all depends on how much money you want to spend. You have like the Blue Eddies and all those. When you get on there, you just have to try to do your research, and it's all in what's in your budget. You know, the sky's the limit. But I mean, if you're just beginning and you need something to help out, and because that thing runs quite a bit of stuff, you know, it does have a 110 plug on it. I did a review on that. If you want to go back through my videos and look for it, there was a review on there that I did how you run it, you know, how it hooks up to this 100-watt solar panel, and I can charge it right outside. Now, granted, I live in Florida, so I get a lot of sunshine and stuff charges so much faster in this type of sun than it does if you live in the north where you don't get a lot of sun. So you need to make sure that you have some way to make sure it's positioned properly with the sun and everything else to make sure you have to charge it in case of something happened during the wintertime. You have to make sure you keep it cleaned off. But I mean, for a beginner, the 300 watt rock piles, I mean, it's a great little battery bank, you know. And for under 300 bucks, you can't go wrong. They do have other ones that are a little bit more. They have a 450. I think they have a 600. You know, they're very well priced. And I've been very pleased with mine. I use it all the time just to make sure that it's still working, and you know, so it just doesn't sit here. So I'll charge my cell phones or anything that is USB. It does have a regular plug in it, so you can plug something in and run it like a fan, or you know, it runs different things. If you want to run bigger stuff, you're going to have to go with the bigger wattage, which is going to cost you more money. So it's all on what you're willing to fork out for your first battery bank. Maybe you start with something like the 300 watt and then save your money, so at least you have something, and then save your money and go for something larger that can run bigger appliances and things of that nature. Okay, let me scroll through here. Jan says, I've got a gas generator, but I'm getting a 300 watt one for my laptop, phone, and flashlights to save on the gas. Yep, I have a gas generator also, and then I have the 300 watt battery bank. I have a small, like one little 100 watt compact. Um, I picked that one up, the 100 watt. They had it at Walmart on clearance for, I'm trying to remember what it was. I think it was less than $50. They had them clearance. It was right after Christmas. But I mean, you just got to kind of watch stores and sites, and you might pick up a good deal. Rock, I'm so glad my children are grown. Most of my grandchildren are too in this world. Yep. My grandchildren aren't, but my kids are. Stayed up all night looking at DIY solar systems to add to a small generator. Well, you can, on that, Angela, I mean, I get it's all in what you really want to do, but I got the Rock Piles 100 watt. It folds up, really nice carrying case, and it has all these attachments and everything in there. You have to watch that video. It has all the attachments in there where you can charge a lot of different things and everything else, and it is 100 watts. So in my sunshine, it'll charge my battery bank in no time. I mean, it doesn't take it, it's not an all day process. So that's something you really want to look into, because some of the solar charger panels and some of this stuff, some of them don't break down. So if for some reason, if you had to leave your situation and you had to move to a safe location, if you have something that folds up like this particular panel does, and it's a 100 watt panel, um, you may want to make sure you have something that you fit right in your car. Whereas if it's a full size panel, which is usually anywhere between 2 to 3 feet wide and 3 to 4 feet high, that doesn't break down and it's very difficult for you to move. Okay. I must really say I don't like this going back and forth. I like doing it on my computer. Amazon is sold out of the Rock Pile 300. Yeah, it was. I mean, I've had mine for a while. I mean, I bought mine before all this whole Charlie Victor 19 came to town. Um, but I would go in and see if you can do a notification for when it comes out, because I'm sure when it comes out, because it for the price, you can't go wrong. So I would see if there's any way that you can be notified when it is available. This way here, hopefully you have the funds available that you could purchase it before it goes out of stock again. Wonder what size solar generator we'd need to power a dorm refrigerator. A solar generator. Well, the dorm refrigerators, I'd have to look and see what the wattage is on it. But you might get away, if you don't open and keep open and close it, just open it long enough to get whatever you need. I mean, they're pretty small and pretty compact. So, I would think a 300 watt to a 500 watt would probably work. But like I said, I'd have to see what the wattage is on um, that particular item, like on a small refrigerator like that, because it can't be that much. I mean, it is a small little refrigerator on a dorm room refrigerator. I like more power until I look at the price. Yeah. I need to stock up on my Mountain Monument Farms chocolate milk. Oh, you dog. Oh. Speaking of internet, lost you for about 5 minutes. I don't know what's going on. I hope it's not me. I really don't feel like doing Spectrum again. Am I still? It says I'm still on here, because there is I mean, I'm getting this. There's a huge major delay between my phone and this laptop. scroll back through here because, like I said, I'm sorry, folks. This is just taking forever for this thing to. Angela, I also looked up DI water generators because ones I see are over $1,000. Thank you, because I'm so lost when it comes to this stuff. I'll look up your videos. Yeah, please do go back through and watch the video. I think for a beginner, for your first generator, and to get you comfortable using it, I really think the Rock Palace 300 is a really good one. I understand it's not available right now through Amazon, but maybe make sure you go in and sign up and see if you can get notified when it does come back into stock. Um, and you might want to look and see what uh, the next one up is. Maybe that would be in your price range, and I think that is a 450 watts. So you get another 150 watts. Compare the prices and see what the difference is. It may be to your benefit just to go ahead and purchase a little bit bigger one. But remember, on top of that, you got to purchase a solar panel to charge it. Now, you can charge it with, it comes with a cord. You can plug it right into your wall at home and charge your product. But we're talking if there's no power, well, you can't do that. You could plug it into your gas generator and charge it that way. But if you don't have a gas generator and you're looking for something so that you have some type of a battery bank backup so that you can charge your cell phones, flashlights, you can run. Now they make fans. I have fans and stuff that run off USB, lights that run off USB. I mean, technology in this type of realm has really blossomed. So there's a lot of things out there that you can do. So you really need to check into that. But go back and watch that video so you can see all the cords and everything it comes with and how it works. And it's very simple to do. It's very simple to do, very simple to hook up and everything else. So Alaskan Prepper just jumped on. Hey AP. Yeah, I'm kind of going through the whole internet, computer crashing, trying to run this off my cell phone, old laptop type deal. So it's been a challenge. Angela, my issue is that I have 3 special needs kids here and I want to keep things as normal as possible or I will lose my mind. They don't do change very well. That is a very tough situation to try to make sure that you can have power to run something. I don't know what your home situation may be, as far as if you're an apartment, a condo, something like that. If you have a house, trailer, whatever it may be, you live somewhere where you could purchase a gas generator to make sure that you could run at least like a TV. I don't know if they play video games or a VCR, DVD player, this type of stuff to try to maybe help keep them occupied. That may help out. I would suggest one of my other videos is coming out this week is on the hurricane season that is fastly approaching us. And I don't want to give away all the details on that one either, but I do talk about in there that they're changing a lot of things and their outlook isn't really that good. And after the year we just came through, that wasn't good either. But you may want to start, if you want to start looking for stuff that you need to prep with, or you want to make sure that you have on hand, you might want to make sure that you try to start doing this stuff a little early, because given the current situation of the catastrophic stuff that's already taken place and that has already happened just this year. Now, I'm not talking Charlie Victor 19. I'm talking like with the whole ice storm. For God's sakes, it was snowing in Mexico, folks. with the whole solar minimum and all that kind of stuff. Now, I don't know a whole lot about that. AP does. He's done some videos and stuff on the solar minimum. Um, Ice Age Farmer's a good one. He covers a lot of that kind of stuff. I read about it and try to get a little bit of information and everything else, but I'm no expert in it. But I know what it is, and I know what it's doing and how long it's going to last. And I really think that people are hopefully, after what half the country has just been through this whole catastrophic event that took place with the ice, the snow, and the bitter cold, the loss of power, the loss of water, and everything else, maybe some light bulbs went on in some people's heads, which I talk about in that video. I'm giving away a lot of information here, but but people need to wake up and smell the roses and understand how important it is to start prepping now, not later, now, because it's going to come to a point where you may be able to get some of these things that you need to survive. And I'm not talking just food here. All right. You need a way to supply power. You need a way to store water. You need a way to cook. You have to have all these things covered. And you have to make sure that you're doing it now instead of later, because one, the prices are all going up on everything from gas to food to supplies to gear to first aid kits. I follow all this stuff, and I follow a lot of things on Amazon, and I've noticed I have probably 100 and some odd things in my cart. Not that I'm going to buy the stuff, but it's the way that I follow the prices, because you get notified on the price changes. And lately, over the last 3 weeks, there's been very few decreased prices that I'm notified about, but there has been a lot of prices that have increased in that time frame. So it's just showing you the prices are slowly edging up. Now, a lot of the prices don't jump a lot, but if you figure every other day they keep raising it by 50 cents to $1, it adds up over time. And the closer that we get to, say, this upcoming hurricane season, or for God's sakes, anything. I mean, with what we've already seen as far as catastrophic events for this year, and the records and stuff that have been shattered from the late 1800s and early 1900s on just temperatures, what do you think is going to happen on the other side when we roll into summertime? This whole grand solar minimum is really going to play havoc on our whole weather ecosystem and everything else. And you're not even throwing in climate change or anything else, but you need to be prepared. You need to start doing it now, folks. Now. I mean, I can't stress that enough, All right, let me jump back into, I'm rambling on here. KAP just said, as soon as the economy opens up fully, inflation will become very noticeable. I think I would have to really agree. JT, thank you very much, JT. I really do appreciate that. Thank you. I'm very, very appreciative of everything that everybody does for my channel, right down to sharing my videos. I think that's one of the biggest things that can help me out at this point in time is sharing my videos and getting the word out there to folks on what is coming. All right. Now, I don't really go into politics on my channel. I try to stay away from that because you don't talk politics and you don't talk religion. All right. So we're going to stay on the topic of you all being prepared and how I can help you be prepared. I just find that it's a lot easier. Yes, I could sit here and chit chat about politics all day long, and more than likely, most of you would leave my channel. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. But we're not even going to go there because there's no sense in it. If you want to find out all that kind of stuff, You can turn on the TV and you can watch all that crap on there, and all it is crap. I don't care what station it is, it's just crap. They're telling you what they want you to know. If you really want to know what's going on, jump on your computer and get on the internet and do your own research on the topic you want to know about as far as what's going on in this country and this world, and you will find out a lot of true information that will scare the dickens out of you. But that's enough about that. The point being is, my job, and the reason I started this channel, from watching people like AP from Survival Living, who used to be CFP. Those were the two that I started watching that really inspired me to get me to do what I do. And I've said this several times, and I'll probably say this for as long as I'm on YouTube, because I credit those two channels for getting me involved in what I do and how I care about the people that are in my community, even the people that aren't, that are watching this video that hasn't subscribed. Because it's the way that I am. I have a very high passion of making sure that you understand, giving you great ideas for the beginners. All right. That's why my channel is called Survival Preparedness for Beginners. I know AP would like me to shorten that up somehow and everything else. But hey, it is what it is. But the idea is there's a lot of people out there that are just beginning, and they don't know a lot about what to do, how to go about it, and what to do. You know, I mean, they kind of lost. They think if they just go out and buy some canned goods and stock up on some pasta or something and some rice, well, hey, now we're good. They don't get the whole picture. The whole picture of being prepared is a whole realm of things that you have to have in your arsenal, in your backpack, in your living area, to make sure that whatever does take place, you'll be just fine. We saw in Texas, right? I mean, saw in Texas. It was on the news. It was on the internet. It was everywhere. I think I even posted a picture of it in the video that I did. But anyways, people are using milk jugs, walking. The one guy said that he had to walk 5 blocks to get to a hydrant that had water that they put a tap on, so people had used like a garden hose and fill their milk jugs. And he had 2 milk jugs. Now, how many times a day do you think that guy had to walk up there? 6 blocks, all right? So 6 blocks down, 6 blocks back. That's 12 blocks to get 2 gallons of water. Now, you need water for everything. You got to have water to cook with. You have to have water to drink. You have to have water to clean. You have to have water for your coffee. That's very important, you know, and you need to make sure that you're ready to go. Water is the biggest thing, and that's the hardest thing for people to store. It really is. I have a video coming up on I believe it comes out on Friday, I think it is. And it talks about having, and I show you a lot of basic supplies. That's just a template for people to go by, you know, give you an idea. And I talk about having some different things, and I show you a couple things that I do have that you can store water, and some other things that you can do in the meantime. So let me get back over here to the chat. Killington Princess, thank you for joining in. Let me go back through and see if anybody else is new. Like I said, I apologize, folks. This is just, I really hate this. Monday, my computer comes back. Next week, everything will be back to normal. God willing, and the creek don't rise. I'm sure a lot of you have heard that saying before. My grandmother used to say that. Angela, everybody thinks I'm crazy, but hey, I may be crazy, but I will be crazy with a full belly and a warm bed. Very good, Angela. Watch my video coming out tomorrow morning. You hit the nail on the head, and watch the video, please. I have a great video coming out tomorrow morning. It'll be out by 6 o'clock in the morning, Eastern Standard Time, and I talk about that exactly. And I'm back in the chat yet. Uh, Raka, yeah, I see you. I see your post. This is just a screen name. BC, I worked at a county PD. Ah, I can understand that one. Two tops responsible for all the unrest ever in the world. Uh, Daniel, exactly. Politics and religion. We just stay right out of them. Jan answering, just don't let them know what or how much you have. I have to tell my neighbors that I had to eat my preps after my heart attack. I did eat some of them. Well, that's one way to do it. I'm saving. Whoa. Okay, so the funny thing is when this laptop loads more comments, it loads like a whole bunch at one time. It's not just like loads. You gotta love having to use old computer systems. Oh, flash drive and putting that on the old phone and DVDs and DVD player with other things, a big metal trash can. There you go. That's a great idea. You know, it's a lot with your if you had just a small battery bank, like I was talking, like the 300 watt or even the 450, that would run your laptop for quite a while before you'd have to recharge the battery bank. So this way here, you know, if you have your laptop has a battery, once that goes dead, you can plug it in to charge it, and they could still watch videos off of a flash drive, or, you know, most laptops have a DVD player. You know, you just pop it in and they could still watch shows and that type of stuff, and kind of keep them preoccupied. You know, having a special needs child is in this type of situation where, say it's a grid down situation, you don't have power, water, any of that type of stuff, that's going to be a very, very big challenge. And you really want to make sure that what you're doing is you have a very good plan written down in place that you can check off exactly what it is that you need on a daily basis for your kids. Your kids are your number one concern in any type of situation here. You got to make sure that you have their needs, and possibly, so since we're dealing with some special needs kids, they have special needs and special wants that you're going to have to make sure that you have in your arsenal to, as you put it, keep your mind sane. But I would definitely, I would get I'm a big notebook type planning, write things out, emergency stuff and everything else, so you have something to go by. And I'm really big on that, because when something happens and there's an emergency, catastrophic, natural disaster, whatever it may be, grid down, however you want to look at it, doesn't matter. But when the shit hits the fan, folks, you're not going to remember everything you need being in that type of a situation. Something to remember is, if you have it written down, if you have plans written out, if you are staying home or if you are leaving home because you have to get out of harm's way, say like with me, say there's a Cat 5 hurricane coming. Well, guess what? I'm out of here. But I already have a lot of my stuff is already packed, ready to go. All I got to do is load up the cars and we're gone. You know, I mean, you can take what you can take, but you got to make sure that you're taking the proper things. We've all seen people really, you know, I'll give you an example. When all the fires and stuff were happening last year out in California, now they were showing all these videos how the fires were behind people's houses, okay? And they're running in the front door. The fire's in the back of the house, catching the back of the house on fire. They're running in the front doors, grabbing handfuls of clothes, and they come running out with, you know, they're carrying food and everything else while the house is on fire. Now, what is more practical and what makes more sense? If you have your go bag is ready and you keep it somewhere close to the door or the garage, not maybe in the garage, depending on what you keep in it, because it might be too hot, but somewhere close to an exit, along with your emergency food. As far as if you make your own emergency 72-hour kit, like I've shown you how to do in buckets, or if you have emergency food like what Glenda won today, 4 Patriots survival food kit, a 72-hour, at least this will help you get to someplace safe, you know. But the idea is it's all ready to go. You just grab it, throw it in the car, one shot deal. And if you have a family, everybody has to have their own little thing that they're responsible for. It'll make the kids feel good too. I mean, if you really think about it, they kind of feel left out in some of these things. So if their job is to grab their own backpack that is packed and ready, that I've talked about in my videos, because I'm a firm believer that everybody in the family should have their own pack. And this way here, they can grab their pack and they feel that they're doing something. And everybody knows if it's an emergency, you grab this, I grab this, you grab this, and we're out of here. Because sometimes, even in all that fire that we saw, and the house was on fire, time is of the essence. How long do you have before your whole house is up in flames and you're still inside of it? It's just a perfect example. And it was all over the news. It was all over the TV, all over the internet, and all the houses around them are burning up. I just don't get it. It doesn't have to be that way. People need to be prepared. All right, let me keep going down through here. Alaskan Prepper, keep spreading the word, brother. You got to get ready for my live. God bless. Thank you, AP. Hey, thank you for just jumping in. I appreciate it, man. Fighter Explorer, hey, welcome. Like I said, if you go back and watch the beginning of this video, I've had massive computer issues and everything else, so I'm trying to run off my cell phone and an old laptop, and it's working, but there's a huge delay. But the next week, everything will be back to normal. I'm just trying to make this work just for today. Yes, JT, I do agree. Fire is a good reason to have some stuff cached away, Yep, I definitely agree with that one. Even if you can just do it at a relative's house that lives, 50 miles away, or, or if you're going to bury it somewhere, make sure it's well away from where you are and where more than likely the fire would be. But just make sure you remember where you put it. Angela, I hope you have a good day. Make sure you go back and watch that video. All right, folks. We're almost pushing an hour here. And I'm a little out of my sorts. And sorry for that. Hopefully next week I get my computer back, like I said, on Monday, and everything will be back to normal on next Sunday's live stream. I'm praying to God it works. That's all I can do. But once again, congratulations to Glenda McMaster. She was the winner of the 72-hour food kit and the bonus gift of the Gear Light flashlight. Comes with the pouch and everything else. So Glenda, like I said in the beginning of this video and stuff, I'm going to put a link to my email address once this is done and it uploads. I'll put a link right in the description so that you can email me your information so I can get this out in the mail to you so you can use this, put it away for a rainy day, and you might need the flashlight. Depending on where you live, you just never know with the way these storms and stuff have been going. Like I did say, I've got 3 videos coming out this week, folks. I hope you all can tune in and watch those videos, comment on them, and share. Your biggest way you can help me grow is to share the videos with your friends, family, anybody that you think it might help out, especially the video on Monday, because that one deals especially towards people that are on the fence on prepping. Because there's a lot of you out there. I know there is because I watch my algorithm. There's a lot of people that are on the fence that watch my videos but don't subscribe to my channel. Now, some of these people watch a lot of my videos but still haven't subscribed. So some people in the back of their mind, they're pondering, with everything that's going on, do I really need to get this going? And the answer to that is, yes, you do. It's plain and simple. Well, once again, thank everybody for joining and subscribing to my channel and joining in today. I know it wasn't scheduled, but thank for everybody for popping in. I'm sure a lot of people are going to go back and rewatch this video when they finally see that it pops up. And congratulations again to the winner. Just reach out, contact me so I know where to send your winning goodies to. And to everybody else, I will catch you all next Sunday around 2:30, somewhere in that area. I'll be able to schedule it so everybody can see it. And hopefully, everyone will have a great week. Hopefully, you're staying warm. If you're in the south, you're nice and toasty. If you're in the north, it's a little chilly, but hopefully you have some way to keep yourself warm, dry, fed, and safe. And remember, folks, keep prepping. I'm Survival Preparedness. I'm out.